Hey there, folks. Well, today's subject is humanity, my own. There are ways in which I am inhuman, not like an alien, although, okay, sometimes kind of like an alien, but well, I've likened myself to a robot with a broken antenna. Some of the parts of the human mind that should be there that are activated when you go through the proper stages of development, they're not turned on in me because I didn't go through those stages of development. You need to have people in your life in order to grow socially. And I spent way too much of my childhood, about 3/4 of it, just completely alone in the world. I mean, there was people there in my household, but it's not like I felt like I could reach out to them if I needed help or anything. And I spent an awful lot of time alone in my room. You don't exactly do a lot of social development when you're just alone in your room all the time. So I feel like this has cost me some of my humanity. Not permanently, I hope. I feel like I'm learning to open up emotionally and learn to feel, to shake off the numbness of ages, the numbness that crept in over all those years of isolation, all these layers of frost within me, this giant glacier sitting on my heart. I've been trying to melt it, wake myself up, to join the living, as I sometimes melodramatically put it. And it's not a comfortable journey. It's a painful, often. But like I've said so many times before, it's kind of like waking up your hand when it's fallen asleep. Yes, that hurts. You go from numbness to, pins and needles and all that. But it's the only way to get that hand back. So you do it. And it's that way with my sad soul. But at least now I have some sense of where I'm going. Like I can feel the warmth and the light out there somewhere. And I just need to get to it, essentially. It's kind of hard to explain what I mean when I say I feel like it cost my humanity. So I'll take a shortcut and say I feel like it cost me my connection to the rest of humanity. My emotionally starved life. All these decades that I've spent just staying distracted instead of, living. Living in a world of screens, of video games, and hanging out online, and just lying in bed, thinking, reading. It's all contributed to my mind, but my soul is still starving. I still feel very cold and isolated and alone in the world. That coldness, that's what is separating me from humanity. That's what keeps me in this lonely little cell. And I know that on another level, what cuts me off from humanity is the fact that all these years I've withdrawn into the world of the mind. And that took me out of the world of the living, quite frankly. I've taken refuge in my intellect and just the slow process of figuring everything out, essentially. I think that's given me a certain perspective, sometimes startlingly clear, but it's not life sustaining. It's just a way to get lost within myself and not have to deal with reality. But it feels like you're dealing with reality. It feels like, you know, if you're figuring out everything about how everything works, I mean, that's reality, right? I know things about the way things work that other people don't, but that's not the same. It's not the same as just being with people. I'm on a quest to reclaim my lost humanity, like I'm some kind of robot trying to learn to be human. I guess that's all for me for today, folks. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.